Visionaries, creative geniuses, modern-day Renaissance men. These are not the words that people who know Luke and Jorge would use to describe them. They are best friends, shameless connoisseurs of the basic and the niche. And most importantly, two guys just being dudes. Welcome to Bad Jokes and Semi-Wisecracks with Luke and Jorge.
Welcome to the podcast. My name is Jerry Garcia.
And my name is Limewire Jack. I'm infinitely repeatable.
And I'm dead.
And we're here to answer your questions.
We're here to talk. I don't know if we're actually gonna answer questions. But yeah, we have a special surprise.
We do. It's your birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
You live in a zoo.
Zoo. No, we have a special guest this episode. Our friend Kate. Do we use your last name?
No.
Okay, our friend Kate.
Sorry, I'm undercover.
Ooh. Like undercover boss?
Maybe.
Ooh.
Just so you know, because you said that, you're now going to be our friend Kate in the episode forever and ever.
Yep.
That's your title.
That's your new name.
That's your new name.
Yeah.
I give to you a new name.
We dub thee our friend Kate.
Yeah.
Mine was way too long, so I needed that.
We didn't want to say anything.
Right.
Yeah, our friend Kate is a grad student somewhere. That's as much information as we can give you about them until all of us are famous.
Hi, Kate.
Hi.
Thanks for agreeing to do this.
You're welcome.
Now, Kate, I know that because you know myself and Limewire Jack.
That's me.
You know what's going to happen over the course of the next couple of minutes, probably an hour.
Or you think you know.
But I think we might surprise you a little bit.
Maybe. We might even surprise ourselves a little bit.
We tend to do that.
Yeah. How's it going? How is your life? On a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being like, baby, you're a firework, and 1 being like the song Baby by Justin Bieber.
Sorry, I thought I was going to burp, but nothing came out.
Bless
I'm
you.
great. Life's good. I will be a landowner soon, so I'll be joining the upper echelons of society.
Ooh, hey.
Ooh.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm surrounded by landowners.
Yes. Hello. Yes. I too am one of the landowners.
I was Limewire Jack.
Yep.
This is a betrayal of the highest levels.
Well, you know, Limewire is a booming business, so that's how that happened. Really.
Oh, you're doing well.
I'm
still.
doing super well. Yeah,
That's-
but like all undercover. It's all a secret. Yeah.
Was not expecting that from you.
You need a password these days to get on. It's "May I have the song, please?" All lowercase, no spaces.
Oh, I was hoping to get either of the baby songs.
Well, you can't. You'll get a virus instead. We're working on that, but it's been like 15 years and we can't find all the viruses. So rough life.
Oh, you don't know where the viruses went?
Nope.
Oh, buddy, have I got some global news for you?
Oh, heck.
You heard it here first. This is actually LimeWire's fault.
I'm real sorry.
Wow. So, Kate, congratulations on owning land. I know that you and your partner are very
In crime.
are really excited about this. Yes.
I'm legally obligated to inform you that I haven't committed any crimes.
We're legally obligated to believe you. Wink, wink.
They're all crimes in the metaphorical sense, like a fashion crime.
Right.
Oh, I've committed at least 6 of those this week. I'm working from home right now, so
Was it like 1 per day, or was it like 6 all in one day?
I think it was 4 in one day, and then the other 2 were kind of sprinkled in there, like little tidbits.
Okay,
Mm.
great.
Well, it is after Labor Day, so
It's always after Labor Day somewhere.
Time is an infinite loop, so it's always after Labor Day,
Right. And before Labor Day.
all at once.
Right.
we're existing in the liminal space, which is not Labor Day.
Right. Until Labor Day. And then it'll be Labor Day.
It's like Schrodinger's holiday over here.
Whoa.
Yeah. What is it like to own land?
You can poke so many holes in your walls. It's great.
Well, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna poke holes in my land.
Do it.
Ooh,
Wait.
Are you going to fill those holes with anything?
Vegetables
Oh,
and chicken poop.
you're going to
Wait.
bury the chicken poop?
No, I mean they're just gonna poop where they want.
Do you have to scoop chicken poop like a dog? Or is
Oh,
it...
you don't. So unless you're just letting your chickens have absolute free roam of the yard, which is fine if you're not growing vegetables, but if you're growing stuff to eat, I just have them aerate the yard like twice a year, once at the beginning of the season and once at the end of the
Wait,
season.
the chickens aerate the lawn?
Yeah,
Oh.
chickens will do the job of a tractor if your yard is small enough. And then the
Wow.
rest of the time I keep them in the run. And yeah, you do have to periodically clean out which is just a big fenced in enclosure where they can run around and be free.
Wait.
But yeah, you have to clean it up because it does accumulate.
Yeah, it's not like bad for them necessarily. It just build up, right? They end up with less and less space.
Makes sense.
Right, exactly. You're putting stuff in one end, stuff's gonna come out the other end.
Wait, so did you call it a run? The place where the chickens live? They live in a run? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
a chicken run is what it's called. It's like the enclosure attached to the coop.
So you're telling me that the movie that came in like 2000 something called Chicken Run was named after the place where the chickens live? And all this time I had no idea.
It's a pun.
It's a great pun.
I had no idea. Heck, because the movie's kind of about chickens flying, which I had never thought about. But like, it could have been called Chicken Fly, but Chicken Run makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I haven't thought about that film in a long time.
I love talking to people who didn't like grow up on farms or work on ranches.
That's me. I grew up in suburbia with no chickens at all.
So I'm speaking to two landowners, and you're speaking
To two
farm kids.
dwellers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of grew up in like an upscale farming community. I'm sure that was like on the little sign in front of the community.
Is it like glamping but for farms?
Yeah, pretty
Glarming?
much. Yeah, I live right next to where they used to train police horses, and once a month they'd have us go down and throw garbage at all the horses to help them get acclimated to what it was like to be in riot scenarios.
Wow. Did you have to bring your own garbage or did they provide the garbage?
I think it was bring your own garbage, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
There's like a checklist, eggshells good, bottles of vodka bad, stuff like that.
Well, why would you throw a full bottle? I mean, that's like still good probably.
I'm talking about empty
Oh,
bottles.
okay. Well, yeah, that makes more sense.
You don't want to let those get mixed in with all the rest of it.
Right. Yeah. All the eggshells and stuff.
It's a 2-ingredient recipe. It's eggshells and vodka.
I feel like it's like a hair growth serum.
But like chest hair or something. Or it just like turns you into a werewolf.
Right, or like eyebrows or something.
Have you ever wanted a unibrow? Have we got the solution for you? Eggshells.
For the viewers at home, our friend Kate is a person that we play a lot of D&D with.
Yeah.
You're the first of the bunch, Kate. I think the goal is eventually to have everyone from our home game, which we play over Zoom. It's not even like a home game. It's a
Multiple homes game.
multiple states game.
Yeah.
Soon it's going to be like 3 states because of
Ooh, Colorado, New Mexico,
Dylan.
and confusion.
Michigan.
Michigan. Ooh, yes. Right. I forgot about Michigan.
Well, it's going to be 4 states because of the state of depression.
Ah, yes. I had a summer home there once.
I lived there for almost a year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I still go to therapy. Shout out to my therapist.
Whoop, whoop.
Kate, we've known each other since 2012.
That's
Yes.
the year the world ended.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, it was directly related to me meeting Jerry Garcia.
Yes. We were in the Yucatan together.
Wow.
Right.
We're hanging out with all of our Mayan friends, and we had mutual Mayan friends. Very cool. I just said that to my own comment.
It's like when you post something on social media and then you like it and you're the first like.
Oh, am I not supposed to do that?
No, yeah, definitely keep doing that. Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. It's hip.
It's not cool.
Shh, don't tell him.
I'm getting mixed signals here.
Yeah.
When you've known for a decade, there are certain things you have to tell them, and one of them is it's not cool to like your own photos.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to keep doing it.
Right, you're committed. Okay, team. I got something to propose to you all. You ready?
Ooh, all right, yeah. Shareholders, listen up.
Have you ever wished that your car could fly? Have I got a solution for you? I'm going to assume the answer was yes, because like who doesn't wish that their car could fly, right? So the solution is this. You go on the internet. The website would be like makemycarfly.com. Makemycarfly.com, patent pending. And so you go on there and you order one car flight kit. Is it available? It's available. Right. Okay. Makemycarfly.com. And you go in there and you order one flight kit, and then shipped to your home is just like so many birds. And you put them in the car, and then you feed them like little crackers, and the birds start to fly, and it makes your car lift off the ground.
How many birds are you estimating per car pound?
It depends on like your gas mileage and stuff, and like what kind of shape your car is, because of like aerodynamics and science and stuff. But I would say roughly. This depends on whether it's like African swallows or European swallows. However, I want to say that it's like roughly like 16 birds to 1 car pound, with like your average sort of aerodynamicism and car velocity, airspeed stuff. So,
Wouldn't it also depend on the type of bird?
It would. I would say it probably does. Like, we're talking about swallows, or are we talking about eagles?
Some of both. So that way you have like a fun little like contest in your car as to like which birds will live through the ride. and so that's how the car flies.
I think we should stop and just say, PETA, don't come for us. This is a hypothetical, and our investors have not yet committed.
Right. Yeah. No birds have been injured in the making of this episode. Just,
right. Yeah.
We'll stick that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right after the intro music. Quick
la,
disclaimer.
La, 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 la. No birds were hurt in the making of this episode. We are all kosher and legal, and everything's fine.
I don't know if we're kosher.
We're not.
Yeah. I think that requires a lot of regulations that I don't know if we can meet them all.
We can't.
Yeah. We definitely was shellfish involved in this.
I ate both pork and shellfish today.
At the same time?
Yeah, I had Vietnamese, so.
Did you make it yourself, or did you get it like from a place?
No, I got a banh mi, and I had fish sauce on my pork banh mi, so.
Ooh.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your proposition, Luke.
Right.
Yes.
So shareholders, members of the board, what do we think of makemycarfly.com patent pending?
Okay, you go first.
I would like to give it 4 out of 6 carrier pigeons.
Okay.
I think that it has potential. I think that we're facing a lot of uphill legal battles, but with the right team, anything is possible.
This is true. Okay. Thanks for your faith.
I want to throw 1 bird into your jet engine.
Okay. Throw away. Give me that
How do we
bird.
get these birds?
They're independent contractors, so
okay.
we pay them minimum wage against commission.
Right. Well, if they're independent contractors, they have to pay their own taxes.
This is true.
And they can't unionize.
Right.
Yes.
And they don't get any health benefits, which is really nice when we have like the eagle and swallow sort of situation.
So how do we incentivize the birds to sign up for this?
Well, we have a packet of Ritz crackers that you feed them when they're in the car.
Genius.
Right? Thank you. Yeah. Or I guess maybe Ritz is copyrighted. So like standard non-branded crackers.
Some just plain untoasted white bread.
Right.
That we feed them, and then they all get really fat and die. And they can't fly.
Yeah.
Cars. I think this is...
Again, PETA, don't come for us.
Right, yeah.
I think that this...
It could be pita crackers! Sorry, anyway, go ahead.
You know what? I think that this project has wings.
Thanks. Like Paul McCartney. And wings.
Yeah, I think not only is this idea great, but I think we should buy this domain.
Great, let's do it.
It's only $12.99 a year.
Hey.
You can buy all. It's $10 each.
Wow, that's less than $1 a month. That's less than the price of a cup of coffee. That's less than the price of a daily newspaper.
How much did you pay for coffee the last time you bought coffee, Luke?
It was today, and I also got a little panini, so it was $12. However, I had a Starbucks gift card. I get a lot of Starbucks gift cards around the holidays because I'm a teacher. Like multiple hundreds of dollars of Starbucks gift cards at a time, like once a year, and then it'll just last me until the next time. So
That honestly, it's incredible.
Perks,
What
right?
a weird
Also,
life.
I can
Yeah.
relate to the hundreds of dollars of Starbucks gift cards at a time, from one specific instance.
Did like one person give you multiple hundreds of dollars of Starbucks cards?
No, I had a birthday party.
Oh,
I had a 16th birthday party, and I, as a joke, made a list of things that people should gift to me for my birthday. I hadn't ever had like a real birthday. The last time I threw a birthday party, I was in the first grade, and we invited my whole first grade class. And guess
Wow.
how many people showed up?
like fewer than 10?
Seven.
Zero children
Wow.
from my class showed up.
That's very sad.
So from that time to the time I was like 16, I carried a stigma. But at 16, and Kate remembers this is like the most confident I probably ever felt in my entire life. So I threw a birthday party. I told my friends what I wanted. Most of the things that I suggested were like absurd. I suggested people buy me like guitars and stuff. And obviously this was a joke. But then people saw that, and they saw that Starbucks gift cards were on the list. And so everyone got me Starbucks gift cards, and I had like $250 in Starbucks gift cards.
Wow.
At like 16, like there's a reason I stopped growing.
Let the record show I didn't participate. I did not buy you a Starbucks gift card.
No, you did bake me one of the best cakes of my life, though.
I did that.
Yeah, you baked a cake. You baked my favorite kind of cake, and it was a tres leches cake. But you you had more than the three leches.
Cinco leches.
Yeah, cinco leches cake. And then someone had the gall to say that the cake was too moist, and clearly they just didn't understand the purpose of the cake.
Feedback I got like 6 times that night. The cake's great, but it's a little moist. And I was like,
Do you
do you want me to? Should I show you the door? Or
It's called a.
what?
It's literally a cake designed to hold as much liquid as possible. I don't know what you want.
Right.
But the cake was incredible. That night was incredible. And for the next year, I didn't have to worry about paying for Starbucks. I just had enough for forever. It was great.
There you go.
Anyways, Luke, we will hear from the shareholders eventually.
Great.
Hopefully.
Where can they tell us whether they like our idea or not?
Oh, we have options.
Ooh, I love options.
Option A, you can tweet at us at Luke and Jorge Pod on Twitter. So that's at LukeAndJorgepod. All of that rhymed.
It sure did. You could make a rap. We should have a social media rap like the Pokey Rap, but for just spelling how to
mean
contact us.
Specifically BDGs. We need like a really long name. I would think that would be really
We
funny.
do. Yeah. On Instagram, the same handle, Luke and Jorge Pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spell it. We just did that.
You can go back. You can skip backwards in time.
Right. This
the
is
recording.
not real time that you're listening to us, as far as we're aware.
Yeah. Give us some feedback. Tell us if you liked Luke's proposition.
Yeah.
Tell us if you liked this podcast so far. Yeah. Great stuff.
Great stuff.
So normally, I
know you go.
no. You're our welcome guest.
I was gonna say I have a proposition. If
Propose
you're
it.
open to hearing it, it's directly related to something that happened to my mom and her sweet dog just yesterday.
Oh,
I will preface this also by saying, PETA, this is merely a suggestion, and only one dog was harmed, but it wasn't a result of my idea.
Before we hear the idea, can we hear what the dog's name and breed are? Because I am curious.
The dog is named Wesley, and he is a 4-month-old corgi.
Aw. Okay, great. I have the right image in my head now.
Yeah, and directly after this incident, the vet tech did refer to corgis as the furry Roombas of the dog world. But sweet Wesley was out on his walk, and he ate 2 rocks.
Oh,
And
no.
these weren't like casual rocks. These were large rocks for a very small dog. and he had to go in for surgery today to have the rocks removed. He's well, he's at home, recovering with lots of codeine and lots of snuggles. But it got me thinking that I think the solution would be called 188-ZIP my dog. That's 188-ZIP-MY-DOG.
Great.
Now, the basic principle is this. If your dog has eaten rocks or something else it's not supposed to eat once, it is bound to do it again. You can preempt the need for expensive and painful surgeries by simply having a zipper installed. So they open your dog to remove the rocks or the bird skull or the marble or the, very expensive D&D piece that you spend a lot of money on.
I believe they're called miniatures.
I don't own them, as you can tell. But and rather than just stapling them up when you're done, they just install a zipper. So the next time a problem like this arises, you have to take him in. They get your $25 copay or whatever it is at the vets. They unzip the dog. They take out the miniature and they send him on his way.
Wow.
How do you feel about this?
I like it. However, I'm immediately concerned about what if you get the urge to like sock puppet your dog.
Well, maybe if you're a psychopath, the option will be available to you.
Okay, well, fair enough. So there's like some kind of like background check or something that you as the dog owner have to pass before you can zip your dog?
And there's a mandatory 1 week waiting period.
What do you wait for? Like you give them the dog and then you wait and then a week later they give you the dog back?
Well, you can't just decide to have this done on the same day. There's a waiting period. Background check, waiting period. I don't know if this rings a bell. It's popular in American politics.
Wow, seems pretty common sense.
Wow.
Okay, well that seems good. Who answers the phone when you call the phone number, the 188 or 1-800 is it my dog phone number? Is it like an
actual zipped dog will answer the phone and talk you through all of your concerns?
Ruff, ruff.
Oh, we'll teach them English. We firmly believe that everyone should be able to receive information in their language, their native tongue.
What happens if a dog calls?
They'll bark. They'll speak in dog, most definitely.
Do all dogs speak the same language?
I don't speak dog, and I feel that it would be appropriate of me to give you an answer.
But they will be connected with a real life dog, right? Not an operator.
A real life dog, that is correct.
That's because that's my biggest pet peeve. I hate calling and then getting
a pet peeve.
Kate, can we virtual high five over that one?
Oh yeah.
Oh, bam. Nice.
Yeah, but that's what I don't like about calling centers is like I hate getting put to like a automated voice messaging machine that's like you got to press 90 numbers before you connect you with a person. I'm like,
or it's like state your problem.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you, machine. The last thing I want for you is to learn more.
Right. And then it makes the like simulated typing sounds as if it's a real person, but we all know that it's not typing anything because it's a robot. And if we've seen Larry Boy, we know that robots cause rumor weeds. And that's no good.
I've not seen Larry Boy.
What if we haven't seen Larry Boy?
Yeah. What is that?
Well, that's okay. Okay, so the Veggie Tales has a spin-off series called Larry Boy, in which Larry the Cucumber is a superhero, kind of reminiscent of Spider-Man, except he's got plungers for like ears in his suit, and he can swing on them. Anyway, there's a plot of one of the things where one of the like a teacher at the school is like, "Oh, I'm tired. I've got to recharge my batteries." And the kids are like, "Is he a robot?" And so they start like telling people that he's a robot, and like the other kids and the adults like believe them. And so then there's like a weed that's like made of this rumor, and then it like grows really big, and then Larry Boy has to stop the weed. Anyway, none of that's relevant. We can move on.
Thank you for the explanation, though. I appreciate
You're welcome. It felt necessary. I was Larry Boy for Halloween when I was 4 years old.
Oh.
Yes. Were you guys ever anything cool for Halloween as young ones?
It's funny you bring that up. In 4th grade, I was a stalk of broccoli, which is almost the same thing as being Larry Boy.
Wow.
That's very similar.
It is. What did your broccoli costume consist of?
Well, I got an empty ice cream tub from Baskin Robbins, and I cut a face hole. And then I covered it in green felt, and I made all these little green florets to put on the top. And then I sewed myself a green fleece shirt and matching green fleece pants. This was not a cute costume. You know how some girls like cute sailor or hot pirate. No, I was like straight up stalk of broccoli. And everyone mocked me mercilessly for it until we were out trick-or-treating, and it was, Colorado Halloween, so snow's blowing and no one can feel their extremities, and it pretty much just feels like suffering. I just turned my little Baskin-Robbins hat around so I couldn't see anything. But it was like a blast shield from the ice, and I stayed warm.
Wow.
I did trip and fall like 8 times though.
How big was the Baskin Robbins thing? Like a half gallon or like a whole gallon? Like I'm trying to picture how big your head was.
I think it was like a 10-gallon. It like stood up.
Oh.
It extended my skull. Actually, Jorge, I think I brought the head in to high school and took pictures of people wearing it, and I think you actually wore it.
I don't remember this.
I'll try and find the photos.
I blocked out many such memories.
If we could find that photo, Kate, can we put that on the Instagram someday? If you happen to find it.
I'll do my best to track it down.
Okay.
Just for you.
My feedback, Kate. I think a zipper is a great idea, and I appreciated that the I get connected with the real dog when I call the number. I'm just wondering if there's a better name.
Like Zippity Doo Dog?
Like Zip Pup instead of Zip Up. Like Zip Pup.
Limewire Jack. I liked yours because it was funny, but I think it's a bad name. Kate, I thought yours was genuinely good.
Zippity Doo Dog.
Yeah, that's way too much.
You're right.
I think Zip Up was great. I think that's fantastic.
That's 1-888 ZIPPUPP.
Zip Up. My question is, are there going to be commercials on like Cartoon Network or something where that one just like kind of disembodied commercial voice like says the number for the 1-800-ZIP-PUPs?
Like head on applied directly to the forehead?
Thank you for knowing what that is. Oh my gosh. I've been thinking about that a lot for the last like couple of months, and I feel like I keep bringing it up to people and everyone's like, what is that? Oh.
I have no idea what head on applied directly to the forehead is, but I know where it's applied.
Directly to the forehead. I remember the commercials looking like it was just like a glue stick that you would just like stick on your head.
Are you trying to tell me it's not?
I think it was for headaches.
I think so too, but but you just put it on your forehead.
And also, like, who's watching? This targeted television. It's like on with like Danny Phantom's on.
Yeah.
You're 8 years old. You don't get headaches.
True. Although I guess if you were like a parent watching Danny Phantom, you might have a headache.
Definitely have a headache.
What if it was coded language for parents watching cartoons with their kids?
I actually think that it was like the kind of like code word that like awakes sleeper spies.
That's what I was thinking. I had the same thought.
That's why they said it just so many times in a row.
Yeah, you know how in Serenity, that really bad Firefly spinoff movie, where River's just watching the television and suddenly this ad comes on and then she decides to go kill people?
Yeah.
Because like she heard like the code word. Yeah, it's that sort of thing.
Head on.
Apply directly to your dog's stomach. What?
To prevent them eating small bird skulls.
Were you going to say squirrels?
Squirrels.
Squirrel.
Eat the squirrel. Again, PETA. we Gucci, fam.
Yeah.
I blame Limewire Jack for that one.
Yeah, that's fair. I do cause a lot of viruses. So, yeah.
That's why I'm short-circuiting.
Right. Wait, are you a robot?
I don't know.
Prove that you're not a robot.
Prove.
I can identify a crosswalk. Would that be helpful?
Yes, that's all we need.
All right.
Thank you.
I guess it's my turn for proposing.
Yes, we the board are ready to hear your proposal.
So there's a story attached to this proposal. So I guess I'll begin with the story. Have you ever, as someone that's still kind of young, been on the phone with like a parent, and you were they were telling you things that you did not care about,
Never.
Never? They were never
Wink,
telling you
wink.
the life story of one of their coworkers, and you needed to ask them something important?
No, that's never happened to me.
Never.
It's never...
Wink.
Okay, then I guess I
I'm
don't
the
need to present the...
perfect child.
Right.
Great.
But say that it had.
Yeah.
Or
we'll
just
go
for all of the less perfect listeners out there.
Right, yes.
truly, Limewire Jack and our friend Kate are the epitome of the human species,
Indeed.
as far as children of other folks go. So imagine then that you were in the situation which I encounter myself. You have a parent on the phone with you, probably a mother. That's just my personal experience. I love my mother. She's incredible. She's such a wonderful human being. But sometimes I need her to stop talking about this thing that I clearly don't care about so that I can tell her something super important.
Like what? What's an example of something super important?
I went to the hospital. I'm on my parents' insurance. I went to the hospital, and then I got a bill, and basically the insurance didn't cover anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah. And I've had this issue before where the insurance is just like, no, and it's like a checkup. But then that checkup tends out to be like $300 because they didn't cover any of it.
Well, that ain't no good.
Yeah, so that's like an example. So let's say that you're in this situation. I want to, because this always happens during phone calls. I want to invent, like, maybe it's an app for your phone, right? That when you open the app, it emits a very high-pitched frequency that tells the parent without telling them that they need to wrap this story up. I don't know if either of you are familiar enough with the Chappelle Show.
Not at all, unfortunately.
Very early on in the Chappelle Show, one of the skits is like an infomercial for a button called the Wrap It Up button. There's a lot of time.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Matthew. My I don't know if we're doing names. Anyways, my partner's name is Matthew, and he does occasionally replay this skit.
The Wrap It
when
Up
I'm
button. In
Wait. He plays it when you're talking?
like in humor. It's funny. It's good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad that it's funny.
All right.
We like Matthew.
Should we get Matthew on? Do we need to
Next
live
week,
hash
next
that
time.
out? Oh, okay.
We can hear his side of the story.
Yeah. We do like Matthew a lot.
We do.
Matthew's great.
We do, and I do mean that it's funny. He hasn't done it in a very long time. I think this was like a college thing.
Well,
He went through a Chappelle Show phase.
Well, I mean, that's fair. My Chappelle Show phase was when it was on the air in the early 2000s, and I was like 9. So super ingrained in my memory alongside like Danny Phantom.
but not head on, apparently.
I've actually never watched Danny Phantom, so
Ooh, it's worth it.
It's
I
a
think.
cultural thing, you know?
I'm afraid of cartoons.
Wait, say more about that, please, if you want.
I would like to learn more about this high-pitched wrap it up.
High-pitched
button.
wrap it up.
We'll come back to the
Yeah,
cartoons thing.
I
'cause
have
need
many
to know more.
questions, but
So yeah, it's an app. Basically, it's like Wrap It Up for boomers. So it's a button. It's like an app. You open up and there's a button, and you hit the button, and your phone will make a very, very high pitched sound that will get translated over the phone call to your parents, and it'll give them the subliminal, like, ooh, maybe this story is not good. And maybe there's some like very important information that needs to be shared. So that's my proposal. Members of the board, what do you think?
My only feedback is, if you can produce this noise yourself, why would people pay money for it? If I can make a high-pitched noise on my own, what is the benefit to paying money for this product?
Can you produce that high pitched noise on your own? That's not like makes you look like the worst child ever.
I can produce a high-pitched noise that sounds as though disembodied from space or time.
are you interested in proving it?
I can try.
I just okay, go for it.
You're watching me. I don't know if I can do it.
We'll close our eyes.
Nope, it's not coming.
Right.
I'm too nervous.
Maybe it was so high that we couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
Which was going to be my feedback. So when I think about my parents, I know that they cannot hear very high sounds sometimes. Is that the point? Is that how it works? Or do they need to be able to hear the frequency?
No. It's maybe it's not actually like a high pitched noise, but it's like some sort of effect or sound or some thing. Basically, the app does the work of communicating that you don't want to be rude, but maybe this isn't important, right?
Right.
Maybe, basically the app will communicate to your parents what it would be very rude for you to say. Hey, parent, I have something important to tell you. So your story that I do not care about, maybe we can talk about that later or never.
Or never.
Again, I just want to I'm a good kid. I would never say these things to my mom. I love her very much, right? I have a good relationship with them for the most part.
I need to know what the name of this app would be.
Me as well.
Yes. Because if you don't have one, it could be or never. And that's just the name of it.
Or never.
Yeah.
What about the parents flash forward? I don't know. My names are going to sound very generic.
What about kindly stop?
What about the gentle nudge?
The urgent tone.
Ooh, the urgent tone. I like that. Yeah.
You've heard of the dial tone. Now we have the urgent tone.
What's that thing called? What's that service called that when you're older and you fall over?
Life alert?
Life alert?
I've fallen and I cannot get up.
What about like snooze alert? Any other feedback?
Genius. I would buy it immediately.
Yeah. 5.5 out of 6 carrier pigeons.
Ooh.
It's worth noting my mother is my best friend in the whole world.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Your mom is cool. My mom's cool. Luke's mom?
My mom's cool. My mom likes
Jack's mom.
My mom likes Jorge more than she likes me. But we can talk about that
same
later.
Same with my mom. Luke.
What?
Every time I talk to her, she's like, "Tell Jorge I send my love."
Me too. What the heck?
This is so strange.
Moms love Jerry Garcia.
Jerry Garcia.
Wow.
Here's a secret.
Wait, is it?
Anyways, I this, and it's not just y'all's moms. I will say this.
There's
like a lot
other
of my
moms?
friends' moms apparently bring me up in conversation with their kids.
Wow. Weird.
Yeah.
My mom thinks you're a verifiable treasure.
Oh,
Are those her words?
No, those are definitely your friend Kate's words.
So now we have to circle back to something.
Right.
Kate, what's up with you and cartoons?
They are abjectly terrifying. Like Fairly Odd Parents is like a hellscape of horrible creatures whose heads don't always touch their bodies. Their faces aren't shaped right. As a child, I find it absolutely horrific. I could do like Arthur was okay because it was animals, so it just was like far enough removed from reality. But in general, I couldn't watch cartoons as a kid.
Wow.
I found them just like nauseating.
That's quite the take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like whoever drew the cartoons was thinking like, hey, how can we make kids think that these look great? And then that's how they decided what Danny Phantom should look like. So clearly they didn't do a good job for you specifically.
Yeah.
No, but I was really into Jurassic Park as a small child. Jurassic Park and Star Wars were like my things.
Okay. Do you guys remember Dragon Tales?
Absolutely.
Yes,
So good.
100%. Again, dragons were okay. I could tolerate Max and Emmy because it was only 2 characters.
Max and Emmy.
Yeah, the kiddos
The children from
who
Dragon
rub the
Tales.
egg and then
It's a dragon scale. They
yeah,
have a
yeah.
dragon scale, and they say, I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons in the
Fly
land
with
of
wagons.
Why with dragons?
ride the wagon.
Fly with wagons, ride wagons.
Side with the wagons.
And then they went to hang out
Bilbo?
with Quetzal and Cassie and Zach and Wheezy and Ord.
Whoa, you remembered all their names.
Yeah,
I
I'm
super
impressed.
didn't remember the names. I did remember Quetzal. No one make a race comment.
Nope.
Wouldn't dare.
Cool. That was such an incredible show.
So good.
Right. I still think about the lessons I learned from that show. And I feel like a better person having watched Dragon Tales.
Aw. Hey, PBS, if you're
about
watching, thanks. Sorry, Kate, what?
Oh, I was just going to say, I think about 2 things. I think about Ord's allergy to those dandelions that had evilness in their hearts. And then I think about that one episode where the dragon that makes the weather gets sick, and then it rains for like 2 straight weeks, and so they go and they give her Kleenexes, and then she makes happy weather again.
Oh, that's all we needed this whole time. That's why we're going through a drought.
Right.
Kleenexes.
Too many Kleenexes to the sky dragons.
Slifer the Sky Dragon?
That was the dragon that they gave the Kleenexes. The Slifer.
So, yes, today is April 2nd on the day that we're recording this. So, yesterday was April 1st. And so, in all of my classes, we do a lot of stuff on Google Classroom. And so, at 7:30, I scheduled to post something called Final Exam Key. And it was absolutely a rickroll. And so, one of the kids who is the student body vice president and is hilarious, he commented on the thing. And in two separate comments, he said, "You did not." And then the next one, "I've been banished to the Shadow Realm." And I thought that was hilarious. So I guess I got Yu-Gi-Oh! On the brain.
So, just for the record, I rickrolled both of you
Did you?
100%.
When?
In the group chat.
In the group chat?
You both clicked on a TikTok.
I just thought
Yes.
that you were in a nice TikTok. I was
It
trying
was
to be
a-
supportive.
It was a good
No.
TikTok.
I did. Absolutely.
It
I
was
wanted to
also
share
a
with-
rickroll.
It was technically a rickroll.
Yes. But it was good. Do you want to describe said TikTok for the listeners at home?
Yeah, yeah. We'll include it in the newsletter.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, sign up for our newsletter. You can email us at lukeandjorgepod@gmail.com.
Give us your names and maybe your birthday.
Ooh,
Yeah,
we like to sing birthday songs at you.
yeah. If you sign up for a newsletter, you'll always find out when we upload an episode. And we have a special subscribers only Spotify playlist.
Yep.
We'll eventually get it onto Apple Music, but neither Luke nor I have access to that.
This is true.
But
But we'll get there.
we'll get there. Currently, Spotify, we're gonna curate a little playlist for you every month. If you want access to that, to what we're listening to,
You'll
sign
love
up-
it.
Sign up for the newsletter. Email us. There's also a link on our website, which is lukeandjorgepod.podbean.com.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll include a link to that TikTok in that email.
Nice.
For this roundup for this month for April.
Splendid.
Cool. Yeah, I was in a TikTok with some folks in a collaboration group called Jazz Talk. We that group changed its name to Smooth Jazz Talk for April Fools. But yeah, for the weeks leading up to that, I participated in a project to make a funk version of "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley. And I got to sing in it, and I recorded it, and I got to participate in that, and that was so much fun. 10 out of 10 would do again.
Nice.
Yeah, this is very fun. If you're on the TikTok, you might have seen it. If you haven't, look it up. Again, the group is Jazz Talk. That's enough of that.
You were looking real spicy in this TikTok. I
You
thought.
were looking spicy.
Oh, it's because I looked at the music video, like the Rick Astley music video, and I was like, oh, this guy's wearing like a double-breasted blue blazer and like a white polo with blue stripes. And so I got part of the way there with a single-breasted blue blazer and a pure white polo
Nice.
underneath. I got as close as I could while only shopping at one Goodwill.
Amazing. Incredible.
Yeah,
Iconic.
but thank you. I'm glad that you guys liked that as much as you did.
We did.
We did.
Yeah, man. You guys wanna answer some questions?
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
heck yes.
Cool. Here's the question. Someone asks, I think that she, 27F, is mad at me, 26F, for setting boundaries. So here's the context. I have a friend I've known for 10 years now. She sees me as her best friend because she said her other friends are self-centered. However, she isn't my best friend. Anyways, she has been texting me very frequently since 2015, which initially I was okay with since she still spoke about regular things with the exception of complaining every now and then. However, starting in 2017, 80% of the text consisted of one-word complaints such as sigh, hate life, life sucks, etc., etc., etc. I gave replies like, what happened? It'll get better. I feel you, etc. But she continued doing the same thing. Currently, she's living by herself, unemployed, and hates that she feels alone and is single. She has been doing the exact same one-word complaints every day for multiple months already, from morning to night. I'd wake up to these texts. She'll double or triple text me if I don't reply within a few hours, etc. I eventually had enough and told her I hope she gets better, and I understand it sucks, but if I'm being honest, I don't deal well with negativity, and people's mood rubs off on me easily, so I get drained reading messages like the ones that she sends. I said sorry and suggested maybe someone else would be better for help for her. All she did was reply, all right, sorry, and never messaged me since. So far, it's only been a couple of days, but she never goes a single day without texting me. Obviously, I don't mind not being friends with her anymore since she wallows in misery all day long, but I just wanted to know if she's mad at me because my guess is she is. So I don't know. I don't know what she's asking. It was formed as a question. Wow, it sounds
This
opinions.
person clearly feels guilty for telling this person not to tell them negative things, and is trying to like find people on the internet, I guess, like us, to justify, like, and make like kind of put a balm over the guiltiness. And I feel like great, you finally set a boundary. Judging by the way this was written, you probably said it in a nasty way. Also, you let this go on for 3 years.
4 years.
4 years. 4 years. You didn't say a thing. You let this go on for 4 years, and now suddenly you're upset because she hasn't texted you in 3 days. Clearly, you enjoyed the attention, even if you don't want to admit it.
Well, bam.
If
That
you're-
is scathing.
I'm just saying, A, glad you set a boundary. B, you were probably mean about it, and either you're going to set a boundary and move on with your life and acknowledge that we're all imperfect and we all communicate imperfectly, or C, you should reach out and say, hey, are you doing okay? Because yeah, she hasn't contacted you because you told her not to.
Right.
I don't know. This is just stirring up trouble over here.
Wow, that was very wise.
That was very wise.
You are wise. Oh, great one.
I want that in writing. I'm going to send it to all my professors and see what they say.
We can make that the little like thingy that we post on Instagram for the episode. You being the great one.
You were wise, oh great one.
Yes. Give us your wisdom.
I don't know. This questions like that drive me bonkers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Well, but obviously there's a reason this person reached out. I think you're right. I think they do feel very guilty. I think they said it themselves. They don't really care if they're friends with this person or not. So at that point, it doesn't matter. But like if let's say that maybe they're not being honest. Maybe they do want to be a friend, right? Hypothetical.
Mhm.
I think it might be worth reaching out and just saying like, hey, didn't mean to be that way towards you. I think apologizing. Like if you care
Yeah.
at all about like, there's an apology that needs to come. And I think setting that boundary isn't the issue. I think 100% it was the way that this person did it.
Right. Because the person's not mad for setting a boundary. The person's mad for feeling like what they perceived as the basis of their relationship was just shut down.
Yeah.
Right. Or maybe they're not even mad, just going a few days without a message after you ask to not receive any messages, that could be anything, I mean, like maybe they're mad,
That could be
But-
anything.
but maybe they maybe they're just respecting your wishes of not receiving any sad text messages anymore. Who's to say?
I guess we are. That's,
guess-
that's what we got to ask.
Yes.
I think, yeah, decide whether you want to be friends with this person. If you don't, then great, you successfully ended a friendship. If you do, reach out, use kind words. It's okay to say, this is when I'm free to talk. Let's text once a week or something, but you got two choices.
We have another question. If you guys
Ooh.
want to answer a second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This person's question is just, it's very short, very simple. What helped you get over a crush you had for years? I'm assuming this person is in the middle of a crush on a person that they're trying to get over. What helped you get over it?
A different crush.
Marriage. No, I'm kidding.
There you go. Yep. We have the same answer, but to different degrees. There you go. Case closed.
Taco Bell.
Taco.
There's a void in my
Right.
heart, and I'm gonna fill it with food.
No, I think seriously, my answer is not marriage. I'm deeply in love with my partner, and I'm grateful every day.
Yeah, what's their last name? I'm just kidding.
Well, it's not my last name, so there.
Ooh.
No, I think honestly, like embracing it helps. Like acknowledge where you're at. Stop trying to push it under the rug and just like let your little heart do what your heart needs to do. And also make sure that you're setting healthy boundaries with yourself about how you think about the person you have a crush on.
Yeah. I would say a thing that's helped me get over crushes, a lot of things, so many things. Getting to know the person better sometimes.
Oh, good.
That's just me being honest, I guess. No, but I think like space can be really, really helpful.
The final frontier?
Right. Yeah. If you shoot yourself into space,
then
you'll
never have to see them again.
yeah, you'll be so worried about the lack of oxygen, you won't even be concerned about the crush.
Right. You could try eggshells and vodka. That could help, maybe.
Yeah, it's just like applying as like a topical thing, or do they have to eat it?
No, they apply it directly to the forehead.
Right head on?
Right, yeah.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
No, so serious moment. I think that it can be really helpful to I think both being totally honest can be super helpful. Getting to know someone better. Sometimes all you need is just to know the things about them that you don't find attractive, and that'll be great. And sometimes you need just space. Getting to know yourself better and giving yourself the opportunity to, not be obsessed about somebody else.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm going to get deep. I hope not. But sometimes we're looking for something that fills like a certain part of ourselves, right? And sometimes that thing isn't supposed to be filled. Sometimes we're just supposed to acknowledge the person that we are and not see like an emptiness, right, as a flaw, but rather as like something to embrace. Like maybe it's not an emptiness in like a yearning sense, but like a hunger. Maybe we want to like, use that as motivation to better ourselves or better the world around us or make something from it.
Absolutely. Make it your mission to explore strange new worlds, seek out new life and new civilizations. Boldly go where no man has gone before.
Apply directly to the forehead.
Sorry, Luke started the quote and I had to be finished. There was something in me that just couldn't let it go unfinished. Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Fill your own holes before filling someone else's.
Wow. Wise words with our friend Kate.
Oh, that was the worst thing I've ever said.
That was the first thing on this podcast that's made me just scream. Wow. All right. Well, on that note, no, I think we have enough time for uno más. Uno más.
Hit me, baby.
Uno
One more
más, por
time.
favor.
Ow.
Told me to hit you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you.
I mean, it's okay. I don't think. Here's a reenactment of what it sounded like. There it is.
Surprisingly, like flesh on flesh.
Well, it was fist on arm.
Here is our last question.
Sorry, I'm still on the other thing. Okay, I'm here. Whew. I'm ready. I'm present. I'm not laughing anymore.
It's not true.
You're right. I'm lying.
I'm lying.
Lying wire.
I'm Jerry
Jack.
Garcia.
All right. Okay, we're good.
All right. What is a quote unquote boring hobby that's not actually boring? This is our easy softball question.
Taking care of fish in an aquarium.
It's sure like playing God on hard mode.
Right? Yeah. Kate, you have fish also, right? How are your fish doing?
3 fish tanks. Well, one of our big fish just ate one of our little fish like yesterday.
That happens to me all the time. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, the mollies went nuts on the galaxy rasporas.
Do you mean ate as in like actually consumed or just like killed and wow.
Straight up ate.
Wow.
Whoa.
Like the body is gone.
Wow.
That's pretty metal.
Fish are metal. to Limewire Jack's point, Yeah, you think fish is not boring.
Yes. One time I heard somebody say that fish are a lot like people in that they will eat anytime there is food and they will hurt each other for no reason. And I was like, wow, that's amazing.
So true. Yep.
I kind of dislike how much
How
that
strikingly
resonates.
accurate
Yeah.
that is. Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Anyway, what's a different hobby that's not boring?
D&D for one.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
D&D is not just for ugly nerds. I speak for all of us when I say this.
Right.
Well, yeah, because I play with you guys, so.
We're all beautiful nerds.
Right. Do people think like long distance hiking is boring?
Did you say long distance hiking?
Yeah.
So do you mean like a person or persons hiking a long distance? Because at first I thought you meant like two people who are a long distance from each other, like sharing a hike, but like they're not in the same place. I guess
virtual hiking.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess.
Oh, I
my
mean-
friend
I mean,
lives
like-
in Nebraska, but I live here. We're both gonna
Like-
go on hikes at the same time.
Yeah.
That's so. Whoever's hiking in Nebraska needs to just stop. Nip that in the bud right there. A great way to find your remains in a cornfield a couple weeks later.
That might be a joke I have to cut, but I loved it.
No, I'm asking, do people think through hiking is boring? Like,
I guess some people might not see the appeal of it. I am not one of those people. Like,
yeah.
it's my dream to one day do the AT. Honestly, it's my dream to one day do.
Why the AT? Why would you put yourself through that? Bugs, 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 bugs. There's a swamp. Bugs, 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 bugs. Swamp tree, bugs. Swamp tree, bugs, bugs, bugs.
I think for me doing the AT would be like, for those that don't know, the Appalachian Trail that goes from Georgia to Maine. I think it's really cool. Mostly because I really like the South, but I understand that people in the South might really not like me. So I think like
Yeah.
being by myself hiking on the AT seems like a really safe way to experience the South.
No, that hadn't even occurred to me. Now I feel like an ass.
No, you're good. I also, it's kind of the thing that everyone's done, and it's sort of like it's not even like the hardest big major through hike. But it is sort of like a rite of passage of sorts.
Oh yeah. I mean, heck,
Yeah.
any 2,000 plus mile hike is hard. You earn your snails on that one. I'm doing the New Mexico portion of the Continental Divide Trail.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Dude, the CDT, man. That's big. That one is a specifically more dangerous one than the AT.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. I'm just gonna section hike it. I can't do more than like 150 miles without my my arthritis flaring up. So
That's fair. Hey, props to you though. I tried to do the Colorado Trail one time, and I got injured on the first day.
Oh, bummer.
were you northbounding or southbounding?
I was northbounding. I was trying to end up near Denver. I ended up just like hanging out in Durango for like the next couple days, and somebody picked me up.
Yeah, you and the rest of the population of California trying to end up in Denver ended up hanging out near Durango.
And it's just where rent's cheaper right now.
Guys, yeah. To return to your question, knitting. A lot of people think knitting is a boring hobby. I do like to knit. I'm not great, but I like it. It's not boring because you get horrible blisters all over your fingers. And you have to keep going if you want that sweater to give to your little cousin. So you power through.
Is there like, can you like wear like some like knitting gloves to prevent the blisters, or can you like, is there something you can do, like some Vaseline or something? I guess then it would just be like really slippery, and that would probably be no good.
I don't know. Maybe I'm knitting wrong. I don't know that many other knitters, so I don't know if blisters are normal now that I have announced this to the world.
One of my roommates has been knitting a lot. If you want to talk to her, I think that would be cool.
Would either of you guys listen to a band called Knitter Blisters?
I definitely would.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would for sure.
Cool.
Well, actually, what's the genre?
Ooh, whatever you want. It can be anything.
It sounds, if I can add a judgment to that,
Please.
I think it sounds like metal played on toy instruments.
Like the cat keyboard.
Yeah.
Or like theremin metal.
Ooh.
Ooh.
But it's also
That-
a cappella. It's just this right now.
Yeah.
Luke, you almost perfectly hit the first couple notes in the song in Gethsemane where Judas is saying where you could find Jesus.
Ooh, that is a good song.
On Thursday night.
Yes.
Thursday night.
He almost hit that. It was higher, but
Want him. Yeah, I know. I'm tired.
Oh, from the crowds. I actually want to do all of Jesus Christ Superstar on a theremin now.
That would be amazing. Yes. Today's the day of watching Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen the movie version, or I guess there's multiple movie versions, ? Smiley face.
Do yourself a favor and watch the original.
This episode is going to come out a couple days too late for this.
Yes.
But
so
it's
wait till
never
next
too late
year.
to watch great art.
Right. Yeah.
Well, thank you all for listening to this episode. I don't know where we probably had to cut some stuff between what happened, so I don't know where we're ending.
We just finished our rendition of Jesus Christ Superstar.
We don't know if we left that in or not. Yeah,
We did the whole thing, but we cut it. You're welcome.
yeah. If you want to listen to it, you should probably email us or something.
Right. Yeah.
What's our email, Luke?
Why, it's lukeandjorgepod@gmail.com. I'm not going to spell it because we spelled it like a while ago.
Earlier,
in
yeah.
the episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a quick reminder: if you are not subscribed to the podcast, but you're enjoying what we're doing here, right? We're enjoying our conversations. You're enjoying all of our fantastic guests. Thanks again to our friend Kate.
Woo!
Don't forget to subscribe. Honestly, just give us a
Yeah.
little subscription. Click a little box
Click
on
the box.
Podbean or Apple or Spotify. Just go ahead and subscribe. Helps us out. Lets us know that people like our stuff. We do better. More people listen to. Share us with your friends. Whatever.
Yeah. You have
Um,
friends, right?
Oh,
This is a
I hate
pandemic. You can't put that kind of pressure on anyone.
This is
that's
true.
fair.
Yeah.
If you want to make friends, the easiest way to do that is to leave us a 5-star review, Apple Podcast users.
Right.
And if you think we don't deserve a 5-star review, leave us a worse review. But if you give us a 5-star review, we'll give you a little shout out at the end of our next episode. So
Will we really? Is that real?
if people give us 5-star reviews by the time that we record our next episode, we'll give them a shout out at the end of the episode.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
There you have it.
My only request to the listeners is tag Luke and Jorge's pod on Instagram or on Twitter. I don't know if you tag things on Twitter with your favorite farm animal meme and let them figure out what to do with that information.
Yeah. We want to see those memes, baby.
Yeah. Give us your farm memes. Also, Kate, you just said Luke and Jorge's pod, which makes me really want to say, now this is pod racing.
This
No,
is
no,
pod.
this
now
is
that's
pod racing.
Pod recorded. I don't care what galaxy you're from. You got to give that 5 stars.
Yeah.
We're galaxy here, bro. Great. We talked about the newsletter earlier. Just a quick reminder. We got a Spotify playlist on our monthly newsletter, but also you'll get weekly reminders of when we do other stuff.
Right. And the playlist is not a Rickroll, we promise.
We promise. It's too late for that.
Right.
Their fingers are crossed. I just know it.
Mine are
Mine are
uncrossed.
super not.
Wink, wink.
But yeah, if you want news on things that are coming up, news about guests, if we know about that ahead of time, anything exciting that we're doing, big life updates that we might share publicly,
Yeah.
we'll put that on the newsletter.
Yeah.
We'll have stuff to tell you in the newsletter.
Yeah.
But if we told you what all those things were right now, you'd have the surprise ruined for you.
Right. It's a secret. No sneezing in my house.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lord.
Are you wearing a turtleneck?
I am.
Are you? I didn't even notice. I've been sitting near you for like hours and I didn't even notice.
The turtleneck's kind of crinkly. It's kind of like a fake turtleneck.
It's called a mock neck.
Yeah, it's a mock neck.
You look like you belong in James Bond.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm going to keep that compliment in this recording. Kate, thank you for being on our show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. This was just a blast.
Do you want to plug anything in particular?
Always be plugging.
Yeah, my plug is that if you're upset with the state of politics in this country, register to vote. Get your friends register to vote. Everybody should be voting because the easiest way to make lasting change is to elect legislators who are willing to write good bills and get that passed all the way through.
Ayo.
Incredible.
I don't know if that's what you were looking for, but I feel strongly about that.
I had a feeling you weren't going to plug your Instagram, so I think all things considered that was great.
No, I just had to make my Instagram private today, so
Ooh.
That's so sad.
What are you hiding?
I'm trying to be more professional.
Ah,
I respect that.
so secrets.
Yeah, all my pictures of mountains.
Those are pretty secret. Yeah.
This has been a podcast.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.